Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Captain's Log. This is your captain speaking. My name is Treighnof, and today we're going to go ahead and play some Don't Starve. So we're going to go ahead and get this game here started up. I'm going to change this a little bit. I don't want to be the soulless automaton. We're going to go ahead and apply that, and I've got a special preset world that I like to use just because it's a little bit more fun. It changes some things around, just some of the monsters and spawns and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and pull that up and start the game here. It may take just a moment to load. So my last video, I forgot to mention that it was, January 1st, New Year's Day. So happy New Year's, everybody. Let's go ahead and make this a great year. This channel is actually part of my New Year's resolution. I wanted to start making videos and posting them pretty frequently. So that is where we are at now. All right, we've got our game loaded and up and running here. Alright, let's go ahead and get our soulless automaton up and going here. We'll pick up some flowers. Flowers are nice. Okay, so if you haven't played this game, it's a survival game. Basically, you are left out in the wilderness to die by that gentleman in that nice suit. And you have to figure out how to survive and make life work. So we're just going to go ahead and start collecting as much stuff here as we possibly can. And there are like other little animals and things that you can eventually catch and kill and cook and things. But they'll drop items for you here and then. We got some enemies up here. They're going to probably try and fight me. Those will actually see a lot. So part of this preset world that I've got, it it spawns these mechanical monsters very, very frequently for the purpose that they'll kill each other and other things, and I mean, well, they'll kill me too, but they drop, well, alright, you'll see that. They drop those little gear things that will help me out. They kind of upgrade me as a character. So those gears will give me health. They'll also regenerate my sanity, which is one of the hardest things in this game to keep, because at night you will lose your sanity. Alright, yeah, thanks Mr. Suited Man, I know. Okay, it's gonna spawn me right in the middle of some monsters here, I guess. Pick up some food and maybe be on our way. Yeah, or maybe we can get this this monster to trash and stuff for us and do a little bit of work for us. That way I don't have to work as hard. Yeah. Oh, taking some damage though. Nope. Okay, well, this is proving to be much more difficult than it was last time. I was doing this previously and I was able to consistently get like 10 to 12 days of survival, which is really difficult to do. My average is actually usually somewhere around 4 or 5 days of survival. But hang on here, we'll go ahead and just test this out one more time. If it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna say fuck it and move on. We'll grab a different character and go to a different world preset. This looks fairly peaceful though. It looks like I might be able to forage a little bit before I am attacked. You see this little buffalo guy looking down here. It's actually called a beefalo, and they're passive unless you attack them. There are some that are aggressive. They've got red butts, and they will attack you if you get close enough to them. But this one does not have a red butt like that, so he's non-aggressive. He'll just kind of stand here and square up with me when I get close to him. Looks like somebody died over here. They had a bunch of rope and a trap. I'm gonna go ahead and take that, because that'll help me out here in a minute. Pick up all their stuff. And right now I am playing this game single player. There is a multiplayer version of the game, but it works the same as the single player. It's just with multiple people, of course. I just don't have anybody who wants to play this at the moment. These things are gonna come over here and try and trash me again, so I'm just gonna run from that, because that's actually one of the only monsters in the game that has a ranged attack, and it'll hit you with it pretty much every time. because that attack will actually follow you around a little bit. What was that? Come on now. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, got that taken care of. Let's see if we can go and build some tools here real quick. I see some rocks over there, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get some more flint out of it. And we're going to mine this down. And yeah, we did get a little bit more flint. We also got some niter, which we're not going to use that for anything right now, but that may be useful later on. But I did get another couple of pieces of flint, so I need some sticks, and then I can build some more tools. Go ahead and get this guy up here, equip that, and then we can chop down this tree. So one of the things that I really like about this game is just the artwork, because this game, it looks like a 2D game, but you can actually rotate all the way around and get all 3 dimensions and see from every angle what's going on. And it's also got that sort of like saturated, like I don't know, like pencil and paper sort of drawn look. I really like that. It's interesting. People don't do that in games. And that's really cool. So that was actually kind of what originally drew me into the game. I actually didn't buy this game. A friend of mine bought it for me. When they originally released the game, they released it in alpha access. And when they did that, if you bought the game in alpha, they gave you 2 copies of it. So my friend bought it and really enjoyed it, and so he gave me the other copy to see what I thought about it. And I don't know, since then I've just been kind of stuck in it. I really enjoy this game when I play it. There's some bees. Oh boy. Oh man. This pigman is getting destroyed down here. Alright, well, I could help him, but that's kind of a risk. If I'm gonna help him, I should kill this thing though. Oh, well. Alright, I guess we're just gonna run now because he's dead. Nope, okay, I'm dead. This is very difficult. Okay, well let's go ahead and just start a normal game, I suppose, because this is not working out. We'll just start with default settings. Alright. They've actually changed the loading in this a fair bit. They've made it a lot smoother. It used to take a very long time for this game to load up. The world generation would take close to 10 minutes at points, depending on the size of the world that you were generating. And so right now, this is actually really fast comparatively. Oh, we got a little land bridge over here. Let's go ahead and run across that, I suppose. Some spiders, a couple of evil flowers. So up here we've got our sanity. We've got the time of day, which the yellow portion is daytime, the red portion is dusk, and then the blue portion is nighttime. And then underneath that you've got your hunger, which is the stomach, and then your health as well as your sanity. And hunger is the hardest thing in this game to keep, and it is actually the fastest thing to kill you normally, just because it's so difficult to maintain your hunger consistently. If you don't have any kind of like base or anything going on, you know, usually when you start, your first 2 or 3 days will be nothing but you just setting up some kind of a base in a nice, you know, secluded place where there's not going to be any monsters or anything like that. And you can also start building your tools and get like a sort of farms thing going. That way you've got, you know, some sort of self-sustainable lifestyle going on. But that takes a little bit to get up to that, just because you have to forage for everything, you know, before you get to that. And that takes a good long while, because a lot of times, like, I've only picked up 1 piece of flint right now. Flint is what you use to make your base tools. So it's a really, really important resource. And right now I've run into almost none of it, which is going to make this game incredibly difficult. for me right now. So I'm hoping to run into more flint here soon. I could just build a, oh no, I can't. I need another flint for that. Eventually I can just build a pickaxe, and what I can do with that pickaxe is I'll take it to, oh, this fellow looks like he wants to talk. But you can take that pickaxe and break rocks with it, and the rocks will end up usually giving you some more flint, as well as some other resources that you need, like stone and niter, and you need gold pretty early on to make a science machine, because a science machine is what will let you research all your newer tools and things so that you can actually, you know, progress further and further on. Oh man, this is seemingly barren though. This world. I mean, there's food and there's like twigs and things around here and there, but there's definitely not enough of it. And there's definitely some resources that I feel like I'm missing a lot of at the moment. Which I'm gonna have to give up here soon. Ooh, this might be a good spot to settle down with all these bees. Honey will provide some good food. That does make it kind of difficult though, because ooh, the eye bone, that'll give me a walking chest. But the bees make it kind of difficult because if you want their honey, you do have to either kill the bees or smoke them out to get the honey. And the bees are relentless. They're ruthless. They will fight you. There's usually anywhere from 5 to 10 bees in a hive, and they will fight you tooth and nail to get that honey. Alright, so it is nighttime now. I'm going to go ahead and build an axe and chop some wood. That way I can build a fire here and not die at nighttime. It looks like there's some more flint up there. I'll go grab that because that'll be good and beneficial for me. Sorry, just trying to get my bearings here. So you can pick up pine cones and use those to actually plant more trees, because you're going to need those later on. Trees are good because you need wood for a lot of things, for building structures and things. Also, you really, really need wood for fire. So most of the characters in this game are afraid of the dark. And when it gets nighttime, it gets dark. I'll hesitate to build a fire when it turns nighttime, just to give an example. But it's kind of scary. And being the main character Wilson here, he's very much afraid of the dark, and the Gru, which is the monster in the dark, will come and fight you. And it's a pretty scary thing. Okay, you're attacking my chest, and I don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and kill you and make these other spiders run after me. I'm going to kill them too, hopefully. One down, two down. Now we've got some meat, so if I find those pigs again, pigs like meat. So you can give them any kind of meat, and they will actually follow you around and become a companion sort of deal. Which is great for, you know, fighting and any kind of altercations that you may get into. This is that spider's nest, and I just killed them, so I'm gonna take it out because I don't want them to spawn anymore. I might actually just go ahead and try and set up my base up here. This is a pretty decent spot. There seems to be some good resources growing up here. I can take advantage of that. And it's about to become nighttime, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my fire ready, but not build it yet, just so you can see how dark it really does get. Should be here in the next couple of seconds or so. And then we go ahead and fade to black. It's so dark, he says. I can't see. We're going to build this campfire before I get hurt by the Gru. Because the Gru, if you stand in the dark, he will attack you. If you are afraid of the dark. However, there are characters, like I said, that aren't afraid of the dark, and the Gru will not affect. For example, there is a character who is a pyromancer, and she is not afraid of the dark because when she gets scared, she will light a fire just on the ground near her, which is kind of dangerous sometimes though, because if you light a fire in the middle of a forest, the forest will set on fire and will burn you. Um, However, it does provide a very good amount of light when you do that, so there's ups and downs to everything, I suppose. If if you don't need the trees for the wood, you can just set them on fire and let it burn. But right now, I'm not really in that kind of position. I'm going to go ahead and cook some things so that I can eat, because I am starting to get a little bit hungry. I'm kind of getting a little hungry in real life as well, so I might remedy that here after this video. I'll go ahead and cook up all these berries. We'll cook everything I've got. I suppose it's not going to hurt anything. Cooked food will restore more hunger than raw food almost every single time. There are certain things though, like mushrooms, that have varying effects when you cook them versus when they're not cooked. So you want to kind of be careful on that. Make sure you're keeping an eye on what you're eating. And go ahead and get my hunger all the way back up, and we're all good to go. We're going to go ahead and roll out and start foraging some more. That fire will go out, and because that wasn't in a fire pit, it was just a normal campfire, that will go out and disappear. If I were to put it in a fire pit, which you need stones to build, it will actually... Well, I wanted to eat that. It'll actually stay there, and you can just come and add fuel to the fire, and it'll relight that fire for you. Yeah, and there are tons of bees around here. I'm gonna eat this flower for some health. Let's see, so what do I need? Survival. I can build a trap. Really not all that into that at the moment, though. Grass suit? That's not a bad idea. I'm going to build that just for some extra protection. There are a lot of bees around. But we need to go out and find some gold somewhere, because that is really what I'm dire in need of at the moment, so that I can get my science machine up and running. Let's check our map, see if we can't find some stones around on it that we've walked past already. See, there's one down here. That's kind of far, though. I don't really want to travel that far for one stone. So we're just gonna, I guess, follow the land, see if we can't get anything out of it. Oh, I do have this chest, actually. Come here, friend. You're gonna carry some things for me. Carry this guy. Go ahead and eat these seeds. You can carry this. Carry this. I don't need this wood on me at the moment. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can't find us some rocks. Here's another beefalo. He's gonna square up with me. And if you attack one beefalo, they will swarm on you if there are more than one around. So you gotta be aware of that. I actually usually try not to carry any tools in my hand while I'm around beefalo, because if you have a tool, you can attack them. If you don't have anything in your hands, there's no way for you to attack them, so there's no possible way that they could come back and attack you unless they're aggressive themselves. Oh, there's a wormhole here. We'll sacrifice a little bit of sanity and jump into that. And see if we come out next to any rocks. Doesn't look like it, but there... Oh no, okay, we're gonna go and run away from that. That's a hornet's nest, it looks like. Oh, okay, there's two more. Wow, this is horrifying. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh my. Oh boy, okay. Well, this is terrifying. Oh my gosh. Why are there so many here? Like, what am I supposed to do? There's tons of flint over here, which I like. And the cool thing now is if you pull up your map, it'll actually show you where that wormhole put you out. Wow, that is a lot of hornet's nests. Okay, so we're going to stay away from that area for now. Got some more flint. Carrot. I'm going to eat some things because I'm hurt now. let's follow this way, I guess. It's about to become dusk, so I might just kind of pick somewhere to set up shop for the night. I can walk around while it's dusk for a little bit, but I would really like to find some rocks before I build camp. I don't think it's gonna happen though. It's not looking very promising. And it looks like we have found the water on the other side. So I suppose my best option now is just going to be to find somewhere good to set up shop for the night. I'm going to continue foraging around for just a moment, I guess. I am going to need to cut down another tree before it becomes dark because I am almost out of wood. But that's not a big deal. We can do that real quick. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick up all this wood here. That should be enough. Not quite, actually. We need some more grass to make a fire. Which is a little concerning, because... so you can also always just build a torch and walk around with that, but if you're attacked, the torch is the only thing in your hand, and I'm not sure if you're actually able to attack something with that. So I typically just like to make a fire and set up a camp for nighttime, you know, when it does become nighttime, just because that tends to be the easier and safer thing to do. Alright. So go ahead. We're just picking up all kinds of stuff over here. I really, really wish I could find a rock again now. That's really what I'm in need of. Just, I need any kind of gold, really, just so I can make that science machine and get some research done, so I can make some newer tools that are going to be a little bit more beneficial for me. Take some grass here. We'll chop down this tree real quick, just before nighttime hits. A little wonky there. Getting the rest of the tree out. We'll pick this berry bush and light a fire here. Come on. Come on, let me build. Oh, here comes the grue. Okay. I saved myself just fast enough. Alright. Go ahead and get some food to get our health back up. You see right now we're losing sanity because it's nighttime. The further out I go into the darkness, the more sanity I'll lose faster. So you kind of try and stay as close to the light as you can. We're going to go ahead and cook these berries too. And something that's really interesting about food in this game is it will go spoiled, and you can still eat it while it's spoiled. And it'll sate your hunger, but it'll a lot of times it'll hurt you, or you know, like it'll do some damage to your sanity. You know, there's a few different outcomes that can happen. So you got to be real careful about what you do with that. And certain things will just automatically hurt your sanity. So like if I were to eat this cooked monster meat, that would hurt my sanity, just because it's not, I guess, kosher. You know, it's not something that you would normally eat, so it's gonna make you go insane. Alright, daytime. We'll go ahead and move on, see if we can't find a rock today. It really doesn't look like we're going to be able to find any rocks though, which is kind of upsetting. I may end up just having to go back up here to this one, which is kind of far away though. Pick up those seeds. Come on, there's got to be something around here. Uh-oh. There's another wormhole. We could jump into that, I suppose. Let's check our map. Yeah, we haven't really... Oh, there's a rock. That's going to have gold in it, too. There's ore on that. Cool. We'll go ahead and bust that up. And pick up all the items here. Got some gold out of that. And I should be able to build a science machine pretty soon. Just pull my wood out of Chester here. And Chester, this is actually really nice that I found this eye bone, because that allows you to have Chester follow you, which is really nice. And he's just a mobile chest, so you don't actually ever have to you know, go back to your base to get things out, which is really nice. And I like this wormhole being right here. I'm gonna set up a camp at this wormhole. So we're gonna go ahead and build a science machine right there. Now I can build some new tools. Let's build a shovel, because as morbid as it is, I'm gonna dig up these graves and see if I can get anything fun out of them. And that one gave me some melty marbles. They're all melted together. Well, come here, Chester. Come here, Chester. You're gonna take those melted marbles. And you're also gonna take the extra gold. Monster meat, because I don't need that. We can have this mushroom. And yeah, I think that's good from there. We're gonna dig up this other grave too. Ah, give us some gears. Those don't actually help me very much on this character. If I were that robot, the soulless automaton, the gears, like I said earlier, actually allow him to upgrade himself, which is really nice. Alright, so we got some niter, some more rocks. Right now I'm actually just kind of trying to get some rocks up and together so that I can build a fire pit at my base. Just because that would be optimal. That way I can, you know, just go in and really oh, there's an animal track, sorry. That way I can just go in and, you know, put firewood in there and not have to rebuild the whole fire and waste more resources. So we're sitting at 9 rocks. I need 12. So we need to find one more rock to mine down like that. Let's see if there's any on the map. Does not look like it, so we're gonna go ahead and keep on moving then. Just gonna follow this path. So there are little trails in the game, and these trails actually do let you walk a little bit faster than if you were just walking out in the grass. So that's nice. It's a good little feature. Oh man. There's, again, no trees for days, or no rocks for days, I mean. Activate the touchstone, so this will allow me to respawn if I die. That's one of the only things in the game that actually allows you to respawn. So I'll have to remember where that's at, because when I die, I'll turn into a ghost, and I'll have to go and find that. Come on, there has to be another rock somewhere here. Like, before nighttime hits, there's gotta be one. Oh, there's some more graves. There's usually rocks around graves. A red gem, you can pair that with a blue gem to make a purple gem. Oh, it's starting to get late. Oh, there's a pig house here. Man, if only these pigs were awake right now, I could give them some meat and have them follow me around. Ah, there's another rock. Finally, cool. Go ahead and bust this out, pick everything up, and we'll have to haul ass back to our base camp, which is northeast of us, just a little bit. There we go. Back on this path, we can follow it. What do we got going on here? A walrus camp. I don't really know what that does. I've never seen that before. There was some spiders off there to my right. Okay, guess we just need to go north here. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff around here for me to thrive on. I'm definitely going to take advantage of this as much as possible. Oh man, I need some wood still, though. Not gonna be, come here, Chester. Take this. I have to build another chest to leave here. Maybe a backpack too, that way I've got some extra storage on myself. Oh, come on now. Alright, plant this, I don't care. Alright, so we can build a fire pit now. We're gonna go ahead and put that right in between our wormhole in our science machine. And I'm going to stand next to my science machine for a moment here, that way I can see what it's telling me I can build. Build a pitchfork, and we can build a razor. And I've got more than enough materials to build both of those, so I'm going to go ahead and do that on both of those, actually. And so both of these have different abilities. What they do, the razor will actually allow me... Wilson grows a beard, and you can shave that and use it to make clothes for yourself. And then the pitchfork allows you to pick up kinds of land. So you've seen different kinds of land. You can pick up like this grass, and I could take it over into like a stony kind of area and put it there if I wanted to. So that's a nice little just extra ability. Let's see here. Chester doesn't really have anything incredible in his inventory either. I'm going to chop down this tree so I can pick up some more wood and hopefully make a chest. I think I need grass for a backpack though, which I'll have to pull that out and see what we can do with it. Plant this somewhere, just get it out of my way. This one too. So I can make some boards, which I believe is what I need, yeah, for a chest. But boards are really expensive to make as far as resources go, so I think I may wait on that for a moment and just see if I can go into survival. What's the backpack need? Some grass? Come here, Chester, you have grass, don't you? No, you don't. Okay, so we're gonna have to go out and find some grass so that I can build a backpack. But I think we're getting you know, pretty long on this video here, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it at this at the end of, or at the beginning of day 4, and I don't know, maybe we'll pick up on this sometimes later. But thanks for watching. You know, if you liked the video, definitely comment and subscribe, and there will be more videos like this in the future. So we'll go ahead and save and quit, and this game is kind of an asshole about quitting, but thanks for watching, and you know, come back next time.